Alright guys, hello and welcome. This video is going to go over the Final Stand 2. The Final Stand 2 is a wave-based zombie survival game where you and other players defend against waves of zombies from breaking down your base. You and other players can buy equipment, weaponry, and upgrades for the base. Everyone has to work together to fend off all the zombies. All of the zombies will continuously spawn until the daylight shines once again. After every single wave, all players can return to the base and buy some new weaponry or upgrade their own weapons. On top of upgrades, you can also earn perks. Perks are passive upgrades that you can apply to your character. You can also unlock more perk slots to add on even more perks to your character. Every 5 waves is a boss, and as you continue to go further and further into the game, it will progressively get even more difficult. Different maps have different spawning locations and designs. Zombies can spawn from behind you and also from different areas that you might have never have expected. Zombies and map layout aren't the only things you gotta be careful of. The different difficulties will also make it pretty hard to keep yourself and your team alive. Luckily, you can combat this with upgrades to your base, continuous refills on your ammo crate, or how about some extra firepower by hiring some snipers to help you. Put up a barrier or increase your own personal character stats. Do be wary, these stats aren't permanent, and if you go into a new match, they'll be gone. After all of that, are you still looking for some cool weapons to mess around with? Don't worry, after every 5 waves you get a chance to buy some weapons on potentially a black market. A vehicle will come by and you can buy some, let's say, little bit sketchy weaponry. All of these weapons are very special. They don't consume ammunition. They work on overheating from something super basic like an energy pistol. How about an energy sword? Still not enough? What about we make a laser machine gun? You can upgrade the van over in the shop as well to increase its frequency and to increase the items that he brings. And if somehow this is not enough for you, the entire second floor is filled with weapons. Granted, all of these weapons on the second floor, they're Game Pass exclusive. The Game Passes honestly don't cost too much, and when you purchase a Game Pass, you're not just purchasing one single weapon, you're purchasing a bundle of weapons. Some of these weapons are granted better than other weapons, but they're not the greatest. In the end, it still really matters on how you play and how you mess around with your own character perks as well. Make sure to play nice and play as a team member, because if not, the team's gonna fall apart and soon enough, the zombies will be the ones winning. Alright guys, as a final note, I'm going to do a quick rundown and give a little bit of my opinion with the game. The game is your standard zombie survival game, but with a little bit of a twist. On top of it also being a base defense game, it is heavily on teamwork. While it might not look like teamwork is really needed, especially in the beginning waves, it actually drastically matters later on. Depending on everyone's choices for weaponry and perks, it can drastically change how far you get in the later waves. The game comes with a ton of weaponry and a ton of upgrades, unlockables, and perks that every single player can try and achieve. On top of that, there are fun little random occurrences such as the bosses, hidden enemies, and special enemies that only appear on different maps. Overall, it is a solid zombie wave survival game that I would recommend to groups of players. While you can join a random match freely and very easily, I would heavily recommend it with a group of friends for coordination. While the game could be pretty daunting to new players or inexperienced players, the game is still fairly simple and keeps to the basics. I would recommend this game to anyone looking for a pretty fun time passer, a really good zombie wave survival, and a game focused around some teamwork, depending on the difficulty you're on. That's gonna be all from me for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This game is honestly one of my all-time favorite zombie games, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I hope this video helped you find a new and fun game to go and check out and play. Alright guys, I will see ya.